Today on the show, I got a real question. If you was rich and you had daughters that grew up in the entertainment industry that finally got grown, and you know you seen some wicked shit coming up in the entertainment industry where you had to keep your faith, you had to stay strong, motherfucker, and you had to remember who you was as a person, not to get caught up in all the bullshit and being an entertainer. Now we all know that being an entertainer comes with making a lot of money, having a lot of fun, but it comes with a downside if you're a weak-minded individual. That means if you're weak-minded, you can be quickly influenced to getting on drugs, to become an alcoholic, and doing things that you never ever did just because
I have no knowledge of any of this.
That's an entertainment.
This is
so you want to feel bizarre, like you in the in crowd and that you belong. So you think that it's the normal thing to do when it's not. So imagine that. So the reason why I'm saying all these things is leading up to this story I'm about to break down for y'all. The story of Kendall Jenner, Hailey Beiber, and Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter. Of course, Kendall Jenner, one of the Kardashians' kids, sisters, and then Hailey Beiber, Justin Bieber's family member. Oh man, I know Steve Harvey, big fat lip ass, probably saying, damn, my daughter is about to get ran through potentially by this industry. And I know he turning over while he's still alive, trying to figure out a way that he could probably help his daughter from getting fucked by different producers and stars and actors and rappers, because she's a beautiful young lady. And well, we all know when we're young and sexy and handsome and attractive, we are going to get loose. That's what you're supposed to do when you're young. Experience the different things of life. So with that being said, y'all ready? Kendall, Hailey, and Lori bikini party in Mexico. And then you all also know what else comes with being rich. Being rich is not for everybody mentally. When I say mentally, I mean it's not for everybody. Everybody can't handle being rich with their decision making is what I'm saying. Some people get money and get stupid as a motherfucker. You would think that they would get intelligent and make some of the best decisions. They make some of the dumbest decisions, and they just make an excuse up and say, I got money. So yeah, that's how a lot of people go to the penitentiary. Now I'm talking about specifically niggas in the neighborhood with that mentality. That's how a lot of rich kids, parents that's financially stable, end up getting a DUI for killing somebody because they spoiled breasts that have been getting away with everything their whole life. Anyway, what to do when you're super hot, rich, and famous? Get on a yacht in your favorite bikini with some of your best gal pals, of course. Kendall Jenner, Hailey Beiber, and Lori Harvey and Justin Sky rented out a beautiful yacht and hit the blue water in Cabo San Lucas Thursday. Plenty of smiles all around as the women got some sun and splashed around in the ocean, but for some serious girl time on board. And let me tell you something. A lot of you men are not aware of when women get together, they do more than just getting together. That's right.
Can you dig what I'm saying?
Men out there that just don't know when your wife go on that girl trip, she is on another girl's lip. I mean, I'm just going to tell the truth. For all the women that don't fit in this category, don't get mad when I expose the ones that do. I have to help my fellow men out here that don't know that sometimes when your woman goes on vacation with her girlfriend or goes on a girl's night out, it's some extra curricular activities going on, fellas. And you wonder why sometimes when she come home from that girl's trip that she don't want to give you none. She already got it from her friend. She came so hard on her friend's lips that she don't want you tonight, nigga. She don't want you tonight, brother. And I want my brothers to listen to know that don't mean your wife might not love you and don't fuck up your marriage because of it. I'm just letting you know. But some of y'all ain't going to be able to take it because the first thing you're going to say, oh, fuck that. That's cheating. If I can't have none, then she shouldn't be out here sharing my goodies. But that is the way life works, fellas. It is a lot of women that's with men that like women, and they're going to stay with you the rest of your life. That's just something that they can't share with you because they know you can't take it and you can't stomach it. Now, if you think I'm lying, all my fellas that's listening to my show, try it with your woman. Just try it.
Google it.
And you got to be slick with it. You got to throw it out in a conversation and be like, hey, look, check this out, man. Baby, wife, if you ever wanted to be with another woman, you could always let me know. I support you. I understand it. I'm not jealous. And I would just want you to enjoy yourself and get the things that you want out of life and just come home to me. And watch the difference. You're going to have some of these women going to come admit to you and say, this is what they're going to say, fellas. Then you're going to say, hey, I'm going to keep listening to Legend. Come, he got some knowledge.
Motherfucker.
She's going to say, I thought about it one time, but I ain't never do it. That's what some of these women going to tell y'all, fellas. Damn. I know a lot than just talking this shit. Now, there was plenty to drink, too, thanks to Kendall's 818 tequila brand with a few bottles on the yacht and shots getting passed around. If you can see this picture of these women, oh, man, it's amazing. I mean, they beautiful. They pouring up mixed drinks. They taking selfies. They smiling. I mean, they full of it. So I know that when it went down and they got just full of it, no men around, they started just getting hot. And I know they was discussing all the men that they like. See, I'm going to tell you what they was doing. Lori Harvey, Justin Bieber, or Bad Bunny, however you want to say it, they are so beautiful that just like how the rich men in the industry sit around and probably say, oh man, if I can have Jennifer Lopez, I will take her. If I can have Penelope Cruz, I'll take her. If I can have Cardi B, man, I'd love to have her. If Beyonce was my girl, I'd do this to her. That's what they was doing at this party. Talking about, probably talking about NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, to motherfucking The Rock, to Dave Chappelle. You know, because everybody got their different flavors. From young to old, from fat to slim, to middle to then fillers. But they was discussing the type of men they were fucking, what they would do to them at this party. You know, and being young, rich in Hollywood, sometimes that can be a bad thing. But long as these young ladies are not being addicted to drugs, which I'm looking at this picture, it looks good. It looks like they clean. It just looks like they full of that alcohol, and that's perfectly fine with me. Full of the juice, ready to get loose. Now, no signs of any famous boyfriends or husbands was in the area, like Justin Bieber or Bad Bunny. But that didn't seem to matter at all. Everyone was having a great time. Remember, Kendall was recently spotted at the Drake show in L.A. with Bad Bunny and sister Kim Kardashian. Now, no word on how long this girl trip is supposed to last, but it was beautiful. Oh, yeah, they having the time of their motherfucking life. The only thing matters right now, Steve Harvey, that you taught your daughter well and you prepare her for all the tricks and the trades of the industry. They got rumors saying that Steve Harvey's wife is fucking the help that's on the property. Fucking one of the men that works and fixes stuff on the property. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but Steve Harvey's been looking kind of stressed lately, you know. Yeah, Steve Harvey, you got a lot on your plate. But anyway, yeah, they had a big old party. All the young, beautiful daughters of the old rich stars that then got old, they taking over. They are the new hot coochies in Hollywood. Now, see, that's a different type of thing, being an entertainer, daughter. So we're going to talk about Sasha Obama, what's going on with her. If you don't know who Sasha Obama is, that's the daughter of the President Obama, the first and last black president that we ever gonna have in America. The one they put in there as an imposter on the roster. The man that they put in there to trick us, to make us think that things was gonna change, and then they made him look bad. Sasha Obama, she's a whole lot different from those other stars because really, she's not really rich. The president, some presidents are rich, some of them don't. President Obama was not a rich president. He was a wealthy president. So his daughter's life is totally different. She won't be hanging and kicking with no stars. And the way the Obamas raised their kids is differently from entertainers anyway. But the reason why I'm talking about this story is because when Obama was in the White House and he was the president, they always had Secret Service around him. And his daughters, they didn't like this shit. So now, since they not in the White House, they don't have to have Secret Service. They always are seen shopping in the public. And I found out the reason why. After you're 16 years old, Secret Service is no longer required to watch over you no more if you're a child of a president. But they can watch over the president and the wife for the rest of their life. Ain't that a bitch? I done asked to come in this world. I done asked for my dad and mama to be president. You gonna tell me you not gonna protect me and watch me too? Now that's kind of crazy, but this is the world we living in. You just learn something new. Now Barack Obama kids are just like us, hitting the grocery store on their own to stock up on grub, which is exactly what Sasha Obama was doing this week. The ex-first daughter, who was 22 years old, was spotted out in WeHo Friday doing a little supermarket pop-in at Trader Joe's. And as you can see, she was venturing out solo for the food run without a bodyguard in sight. That's right. She had on headphones. It was wearing like a, I ain't gonna lie now, this dress that she was wearing, Sasha, stop. She is wearing a dress like she's 80 years old. One of them old rougher dresses they used to wear back in 1920s and shit. They barely had cotton and barely could sew and thread the needle. She ought to be ashamed of herself. She look like somebody's grandma. She has an old soul to be a young lady. Damn, Sasha. I tell you one thing, with that look there, you would not know whose daughter she was. You would probably think that she just moved to this country from Africa or something. That's how she looked to me. Even though I'm black and I'm African American, she looked like, you know, a black person that's never been in America and that's getting used to the American way. That's the way she looked shopping in there. She got on these little straw sandals and shit. God damn. Now, Sasha had on headphones and was wearing a pretty relaxed fit crop top. Nobody seemed to recognize her. You're not going to recognize her. You won't even try to get her phone number the way I'm looking at her. And she got a little pouch, look like she might have a little baby on the way or something. And no one bothered her. She was just doing her thing. It might not seem fascinating on his face after all. We know Sasha's been living out here in L.A. for a quick minute. And she's off the spot and hitting the town, especially in Hollywood. Did her for her sister, Malia, who's also living in L.A. and working as a professional screenwriter. Both of the Obama girls are usually rolling solo without any super service protection. If you've been wondering why that might be the case, seeing how their mom and dad is always surrounded by government-sanctioned bodyguards who will be there for the rest of their lives, the answer lies in the Secret Service policy. That's what I was just telling y'all about. This is a policy which says the kiddos get cut off after 16. Ain't that a bitch? This explains why Sasha and Malia are always on their own and look like ordinary citizens. So you know what? They daddy taught them right. Even though I'm cracking jokes and shit, and they walking around looking like Auntie Mama on the front of the syrup bottle that we used to buy. You know, looking like your auntie with the bandana tied around her head, need her hair done, and just cleaning up the house and look like a housemaid. That's how she was looking shopping. That is the way to look in this fucked up world that we living in. Because if you shine and look too good, I would feel, not safe for those young ladies. So at the end of the day, they actually are doing some smart shit to not stand out. I give them credit. They have been taught well, especially in these times. Shit. And they better not be shopping in no Kia or no Hyundai. When they come outside, all they want to be busted. That motherfucker car on. Yeah, that before I move on to the old cougars and get away from my young people I'm talking about, I want to send a shout out to my listeners over there in India. I see you. All my listeners in India, all my listeners in the Philippines, my listeners in Indonesia, my listeners in Mexico. Shout out to South Africa, Uganda, Peru, Ecuador, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Guatemala, Zambia, Spain, Malaysia, Kenya, United Kingdom, Cambodia, Nepal, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Nigeria, and Cuba. Everybody that's been checking out me from across the world, I love and appreciate the listening. Follow me, subscribe, hit that follow button on the podcast, and share it to as many friends as you can. Let them know the Legendary Comic is soon to be in everybody across the world's stomach. Now, if you don't know who motherfucking Mary J. Blige is, if you don't know who Mary J. Blige is, then you got to Google her. That's one of the best singers of all time. If you're middle-aged, you might know who Mary J. Blige is. If you're old, you might know who Mary J. Blige is. If you're young, you might know who Mary J. Blige is. But if you don't know, Google it.
Google it. Google it. Google
Mary J. Blige met Skepta, and her reaction has gone viral. Auntie Mary was ready to risk it all. That means Auntie Mary was hot. This rapper has made Mary J. Blige get hot as a motherfucker. It has made Stella get her groove back. Mary J. Blige has met many people throughout her 30-plus year career, so to impress her is an enormous feat. However, the British-Nigerian rapper Skepta seemed to do just that. A short clip of the queen of hip-hop soul meeting the handsome rapper at the 2023 Met Gala has gone viral because fans noticed the 9-time Grammy winner seemed to enjoy the view. Man, she was lit up. She had that look on her face like, I would take all your clothes off and suck every part of your body, nigga. I will rape you. She had that look like she would rape that man. Like she would take all the virginity that he think he had left out of him. Man, let me tell you something. A lot of beautiful women, when they get older, man, they turn into animals in the bedroom. They get so hot that they can start a wildfire. And some of them, the older that they get, the beautiful and the sexier that they look. They know how to turn on a sex appeal like no other some of these cougars. You better get your cougar instead of getting you a Ruger. You know what I'm talking about? If you get your cougar, you ain't got to worry about where you shooting. Because wherever you shooting and land, it ain't going to kill nobody. You could just shoot away if you're reading between the lines with a cougar. You can't do that with a rookie. If you put a cookie in the rookie, you're going to have some extras coming out the oven baked. And that's just what it is. That means you're going to have some babies. But an old beautiful lady, you ain't got to worry about no kids coming into this fucked up world. Y'all can just have great sex and call it a night. And then to make this so special, you know how they always used to say a rapper can rap out to 40. Man, this man is 40 years old and just not blowing up in America. So don't believe nobody when they tell you that you're a certain age, you can't do shit in life. You tell them motherfuckers because they gave up and threw the towel in on life, that's their motherfucking fault. Quitters never win. Ain't no such thing as age keeping you from getting to do certain things. And don't get me wrong, there's certain things that you can't do. But there's a lot of things that as you get old, you can continue to do. Now, Skepta is no stranger to catching the eye of iconic women. He been catching superstar cougars. Guess who he had before? Supermodel Naomi Campbell. For 4 years he was with her. That's right. Now, born Joseph Skepta has emerged as one of the most notable artists in the UK rap scene. His career spans over 2 decades, features collaborations with Drake, A$AP Rocky, Kid Cudi, and J Balvin. Hey man, one thing about life don't stop until you want it to stop. Life ain't over until you want it to be over. Keep on living, keep on giving, keep on doing some positive things out here in the world and watch what the world do for you. Now for to you motherfuckers that ain't shit, do something to yourself. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, nigga.